something today. I've never been a person to really post on the internet, so this is very experimental. I don't know if I'm gonna post this actually, right? Okay, this is making me very nervous. First of all, because this is very impulsive. I just told my girlfriend yesterday that maybe I want to start a YouTube channel to vlog or just have a little digital diary. I don't know how that's gonna work out, if I'm gonna post this or if I'm actually gonna continue doing this. So yeah, I'm just gonna talk a bit about myself, I suppose, and smoke a cigarette. We are in my garden right now. I don't know if you can hear water in the background, but that's our little pond we have here in our garden. I'm sitting in Hollywood chocolate. How do you say that? I'm sitting here right now and I'm just thinking, okay. I thought it might be nice to try new things and try things that challenge me and maybe scare me. It's hard for me to. So yeah, I wanted to try something that maybe challenges me, that scares me. I think that's always, well, it's uncomfortable. It's always uncomfortable to try new things that scare you. And I especially, I always feel like maybe I seem weird to other people in the way that I present myself. So talking in front of camera and maybe posting this, I hope it helps. Or does something, I don't know. I suppose it's kind of a very natural fear, not knowing how you seem in front of other people when you talk to them. I think that's very human, and I don't think that we as people are even supposed to know how we look when we talk to other people. That's not something that comes naturally to us. So every living thing is kind of always seen and perceived, but I suppose you're not actually supposed to analyze yourself in that way from the point of an outsider. So looking at yourself, I think that's kind of unnatural. Maybe that's why it feels so scary. But it's for me, it's kind of a social anxiety thing. I get told that I'm nice and all that kind of stuff, but it's hard to believe that. when you've made different experiences with different people. So let's see how this turns out. I don't know yet how to edit this. That's gonna be interesting. Ooh! I just got ash on myself on accident. That's okay. I didn't burn myself. It's okay. Yesterday I impulsively dyed my hair black again. It didn't turn out the way I wanted it to. Here in the back you kind of are able to see that it's darkish brown, but it didn't really dye my hair black totally back there. It's okay. The hair is darker than before, it's just not how I thought it would turn out, but that's okay. So I also still have, I don't know if you can see it. Okay, maybe it washed off, but I had black hair dye on my fingers and then my arm. I think it's gone now, that's good. I think it's, well, for me it's hard. For me it's hard to kind of find something that interests me, that keeps me occupied. So I always try to find hobbies, which is hard for me to do. I got more into reading again recently. I've always been a reader. I've always loved reading. But I think most people that read can relate to this. Sometimes you just get phases where you just feel unmotivated to read. And it's not due to a lack of books or interest in reading, but it's just, it feels mundane, and especially nowadays that we have social media, it's hard to let go of this easy distraction where you can just scroll on your phone and have all these little videos. It's hard to concentrate on something where you really have to focus and really have to think and put yourself into the story. It's hard. So I think every reader probably knows this. These phases where you just don't have the energy to read, really. So what I've been reading recently have been I've recently been reading Sylvia Plath, The Belger, and also The Eyes Are the Best Part. I'm not sure anymore which author that was from. I have to look that up. I'm gonna blend it in if I find it. Those were really, really good books, both of them. But yeah, I finished both of them, and then I didn't have a book on hand anymore because we were on vacation. So I bought a new book, and I bought House of Leaves, which I heard a lot about. I heard that it's a really good book. and I've been starting to read it. Oh, it's getting windy. I've been starting to read it, and it's quite a challenging book, I feel like, because you have these dialogues or monologues, really, where things just go on and on and on, and you kind of stray from the plot. You stray away from the plot of the book, and then you kind of have to get back to the story when it gets back to the story. And it's also interesting because you have these different timelines. You have your main character, and then also you have this other character we only get to know things about from the perspective of the main character. And then also the character we only get to know through the main character, he also tells us a story. So it's quite challenging to sorry. It's quite challenging to concentrate on all these different timelines and stories. But it's a really good book. Keeps you occupied for sure. So I've been trying to read that, and it's really good. But also, I will be honest, I struggle with reading it. And I've been reading other books by the side too. Things like The Catcher in the Rye, which I started a really long time ago. I've been having a hard time reading that too. Not because it's a bad book, but I feel like you have to like the main character and the way the story is told to really get through that book. And I suppose it's a really quite a realistic way of presenting how a teenage boy maybe thinks. I don't know, I'm not a teenage boy, but it's this inner monologue, which is quite accurate, I suppose. The way that he talks about things and describes people, I think people can relate to that. Maybe that's why that book is quite popular. I'm almost done smoking. I didn't plan on smoking for like 40 minutes. That's okay. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna post this actually. I'm planning on eating some strawberries we have here in our garden. They haven't really had a good time this year because it's been raining a lot recently, and that's not really good for the plants. But there are some strawberries still. They're doing okay again. So let's see if I can find some. Yeah, that's done. My phone just fell down. Okay. Also, I've cut my bangs recently, and I just realized yesterday that it kind of looks like very subtle V-bangs in some positions. That's interesting. I didn't intend on doing that, but That was loud. That's my drink. It's my favorite drink, actually. I've been drinking that since I was 12, probably. So, if you're searching for a new favorite drink, this is my recommendation. Um, I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm just yapping, really. This is gonna be interesting. Um, so if you're watching this, thank you. I don't know if I'm gonna post more on here. If I'm gonna post this, um, if I do post more on here, it's probably gonna be about books, my plans, um, just my life in general, just me yapping, really. Yeah, books, literature in general. Um, Film. I'm very interested in film, so maybe there's gonna be stuff about film. Uh, like I said, it's probably gonna be just a digital diary, really. So let's see how that turns out. So for now, thank you. Bye.